Introverts are often overlooked like it's some kind of flaw, but what if I told you it's actually your secret weapon? Some of the most successful people, like Albert Einstein, J.K. Rowling, and Bill Gates, are all introverts. Hello there, name's Leo. I've been an introvert my whole life, and I'm gonna show you how I became the best student in my class, built my dream physique in the gym, and learned languages faster than my peers by embracing introversion. Growing up, I felt out of place, always quieter, preferring books over parties. Sometimes I tried to act like extrovert, but it was like I was pretending to be someone I wasn't, which only made me feel worse and disconnected from myself. But everything changed when I finally realized that being an introvert wasn't a weakness, it was my superpower. Let me explain how. The first thing I realized is it gives us a huge advantage in terms of focus, deep thinking, and self-reflection. Introverts are often excellent at working alone for long periods. Additionally, they often seek depth over noise, making them natural learners. It's in the quiet moments where they can really think, plan, and work on what matters most. For me, as a kid, this meant excelling in school. I didn't need to be the loudest in the classroom or compete for attention. I could immerse myself in my studies, reflect on the material, and truly understand it. I believe this deep, focused thinking is one of the biggest strengths of introverts. Similarly, when it came to the gym, it worked in my favor too. People like us don't need constant supervision or external approval and can become quietly excellent in a specific field. Many of my friends relied on workout partners for motivation, but I didn't need anyone else to stay focused. While competition is great, I didn't depend on it. Whether I was working out with friends or by myself, I could immerse myself in the process. I pushed myself, tracked my progress, and stayed consistent even when no one else was around. When they couldn't make it, I didn't use that as an excuse to skip a session. I didn't quit when they did. It's not about needing external approval. It's about discipline, focus, and the ability to stay consistent. Next, let's talk about something I ended up appreciating as well. Introverts tend to think more before we speak, and that's where we gain an edge in decision making. Our responses are often measured, intentional, and well considered, which is especially crucial in high stakes or emotionally charged situations. I found this ability to pause and reflect has helped me handle important decisions, whether it's a tough work assignment or navigating a challenging conversation. It's a skill you can leverage to approach challenges with clarity and purpose. And if you want to approach challenges with clarity and purpose, I highly recommend subscribing to my channel, where I help my viewers build a life where focus and balance meet by creating content on productivity and personal growth. Yet another one of the hidden superpowers of introverts is our ability to listen and observe deeply. While others might be caught up in a conversation or making noise, we're often quietly absorbing the details most people overlook. It's not that we're disengaged, it's that we're tuned in, noticing not just words, but the body language, the tone, and even the things left unsaid. This ability has been a game changer in both personal and professional settings. I've been able to pick up on subtle cues, things like body language or tone, that help me understand people on a deeper level. This skill has allowed me to connect more authentically, building trust and deeper connection with those around me. When was the last time you noticed something in a conversation that others missed? It's not just about hearing words, it's about tuning into the emotions, the intentions, and the hidden meanings behind them. Sounds cool, right? All of this focus, deep thinking, listening helps us navigate both personal and professional relationships more effectively. But here's something that might surprise you. Introverts make incredible leaders. It's a common myth that great leaders have to be outgoing, loud, and extroverted. We often picture a charismatic figure in the front of the room commanding attention. But here's the truth. Introverts can be exceptional leaders, sometimes even better. Introverts can excel in leadership roles precisely because they tend to listen more, think critically, and lead more empathy. It's not about being loud or commanding attention. You don't need to be at the center of attention to make an impact. Take Warren Buffett, for example. He's a prime model of an introverted leader. Buffett is known for listening more than he speaks and for making decisions only after he's carefully considered all of his options. That's the type of leadership introverts are naturally suited for: thoughtful, deliberate, and intentional. If you're an introvert, you might not be the loudest in the room, but that doesn't mean you can't be the most influential. By leading with thoughtfulness, calm, and clarity, you can inspire others without ever needing to raise your voice. Introverts are often the steady presence that helps others navigate uncertainty and chaos. In fact, it's your quiet strength that can make you the kind of leader people actually respect and follow. Right, now let's dive into some actionable strategies that can help you take full advantage of these traits. It's not just about recognizing these qualities, but learning how to apply them effectively in your everyday life. As introverts, one of our biggest advantages is our ability to focus deeply. But the key to unlocking this power is making the time for it. One of the best strategies I've used is time blocking, dedicating specific blocks of time to tasks without any distractions. Whether it's studying, working on a project, or even just reflecting, having uninterrupted time allows us to dive deep into our work. By setting aside focused time, I found that I can get more done in a short amount of time, and the quality of my work is significantly better. As introverts, we thrive in quiet, low stimulation environments. I know for me it's hard to get anything done if there is too much going on around me. So one of my go-to strategies is creating an environment that fosters deep work. I've designed a specific area in my home that's just for focused work. No distractions, no clutter, just the space and time I need to think deeply and be productive. You don't need a fancy office. It can be as simple as a quiet corner with everything you need to focus. The key is to make sure the space is clear of distractions so you can truly immerse yourself in the task at hand. Another area where introverts really shine is in self-discipline. We tend to be more self-reliant and don't need constant external validation. One method I've used to build my self-discipline is breaking larger tasks into smaller, manageable steps. For example, if I have a big project or goal, I'll focus on completing small chunks of the task each day. By doing this, I not only make steady progress, but I also build momentum, which keeps me motivated to keep going. And each small win reinforces the bigger picture, making the larger task feel less overwhelming. One of the toughest struggles I faced as an introvert was self-doubt. I would often wonder if I was doing enough because I wasn't the loudest in the room or the most social person. It wasn't easy, especially when I compared myself to the extroverted go-getters around me who seemed to effortlessly connect with anyone. There were times when I felt I wasn't as successful or as seen as I wanted to be. But what I eventually discovered was that being alone didn't necessarily mean being lonely, and that quality beats quantity. Let me explain. You don't need to have millions of friends. What matters most is the quality of the connections you have. While solitude is important for introverts, it's also crucial to recognize that we still need deep, quality connections with others to thrive emotionally. It's about having a few close individuals you can rely on, connect with, and talk to about anything. In fact, I maintain a small circle of close friends, and I'm sure it's way better than having a large network of superficial connections. See? So focus on building deep relationships with a few people. Open up to someone you trust, close friend or family member, and share your thoughts and feelings. This could be a great way to start dismantling self-doubt and reduce feelings of isolation. Here's one more crucial tip. Sometimes others might perceive your quiet nature or preference for solitude as a weakness, or they may assume that you're shy or lacking confidence. That's why it's important to learn to stand your ground and set boundaries when you don't feel comfortable with something or suspect that someone's trying to take advantage of you. Setting boundaries doesn't mean being rude or disengaged. It's about understanding your limits and protecting your mental and emotional space. For instance, as an introvert, you might find large social gatherings draining even if you enjoy them. Instead of pushing yourself to attend every event, learn to say no or politely excuse yourself when it's too much. It's not about avoiding social interaction altogether. It's about finding balance. People won't know how to respect your boundaries unless you clearly communicate them. If you need time alone to recharge after a long day of socializing, let others know that. If you need to focus on a project without interruptions, tell your colleagues that you'll be unavailable for a certain period. Remember, you don't need to try and be something you're not. And part of embracing who we are means removing the excess that holds us back, whether it's clutter, distractions, or unnecessary obligations. If you want to learn how I simplified my life, cut through the noise, and became more productive by owning almost nothing, then make sure to check out my previous video in which I share how minimalism helped me focus on what truly matters and how you can apply the same principles to reclaim your time and energy. Go ahead and click the link and I'll see you over there. I truly hope this video is helpful and definitely have a good day.